Hello everyone, I'm Zibesa Naftali. I'll be taking you through surveying 2. What is the date of today?
16.
Okay, before you continue, let me take the roll call. Kaikandi,
Present.
Kenneth Delwich,
Present.
Jacob Kiutai,
Present, sir.
Vivian.
Present.
Okay, can see you are all present. Now our topic today is curves. And the objective, a specific objective. By the end of this lesson, the learner who is you should be able to set out simple circular curves using the method of offsets from the norm code. To be able to set off circular curves using offset. This is our specific objective. Now, curves, when we talk about curves, we have some data required for carrying out the process of setting of a curve. We have the radius, we have the angle of deflection, we have the chain edge, and we have the tangents. Now, I've sent you a question in WhatsApp. You have to go through it as my colleague comes to finish off the explanation.
I am Madam Vivian. I'm going to take you through the question of setting out curves using offset from the norm code. Let me have Kaika to read the question.
Two tangents AB
Yes.
and BC intersect at point B at 250.5 meters change. Calculate.
Stop at that point. The question is saying two tangents A, B, and BC. That is our tangent. This is our drawing having point A here. This is point B and point C. The question is saying point A and C intersect at a point B. That is, we have the deflection angle. Point of intersection, we have the deflection angle at this point. Continue.
Calculate all the necessary data for setting out a circular curve of 200 meters radius and deflection angle 25 degrees by the method of offset from the norm code.
The question is saying that you have been given the deflection angle to be 30 degrees, and the radius, this is our radius R, and this other one R. What is the radius? 200 meters. And we want, they have said calculate the necessary data. That is, we need to calculate the tangent length, and of course the long chord, which is from point A to C. Point AC is the long chord. And the question itself is saying concerning a curve using the long chord, and this is our long chord, and our curve should appear at this point. But now that is the curve that we would like to find out. The first step you need to do, you find the tangent length. And in our question, we have been given the chainage. What is the chainage? 250.5 meters. Chainage at, that is chainage at point B. To be 250.5 meters. The first point you need to start with is you find your tangent length. And our tangent length in this case is, tangent length is a line starting from point A to point B and point B to C. That is where the starting point of our curve will start from point A and eventually end at point C. So this curve is unnecessary. We will draw that curve later after calculating. So what is the formula for calculating the tangent length? Let me have someone to tell me. Yes, Lipesa?
R tan theta over 2.
R tan theta over 2, and this theta is the angle, is 200 tan the deflection angle, which is 30 divided by 2. Answer? 53.59 meters. Again, you will have to calculate the chainage at A and chainage at B. And for our chainage at A, we will get the chainage at B had the tangent length from A to B. Chainage at A is equals to chainage at B minus tangent length. That is, chainage at B is 250.5 meters minus the tangent length 53.59, giving you 196.91 meters. Chainage at this point at C. Chainage, when you want to find the chainage at C, you will have chainage at A plus the long chord A to C at A to C, point AC. What will be your answer? First, you will have to calculate the long chord. And long chord, formula for calculating the long chord, 2R sin theta over 2. Your R obvious is 200 and theta is the deflection angle, that is that. What is the answer?
103.527.
103.527. Is it okay up to that point?
Yes.
Anyone who is not getting? We continue. Now our next point that we will need to calculate, having gotten the tangent length at AC. Tangent length at AC to be 103.52. That is the whole of this length from point A to point C. You will need to calculate the midpoint of that length. You will take your length at AC, divide by 2. What is the answer? Let's say this point is point O. When you divide 103.52, you get 51.76. So from point O to C is 51.76, and the other side also 51.76. Now from there, since we are looking at we want to find out the curve, standing at this point, point O, our mid coordinate at this point, our curve, let's say our curve goes from point A towards C. The midpoint of a curve maybe it will be somewhere here, but we don't know the length. So we need to find that point, the length from long chord to the mid of the curve. And the formula for calculating that is Rm, calculating the mid coordinates, let's say O naught. We will have M is equal to R into 1 minus cos theta over 2. Theta always remains to be 30 and R is 200. What's the answer?
6.81.
6.8148 meters. I hope you are calculating. Yes. So you have gotten the point from the center, that is center O, to the mid of the curve to be 6.81. So having this curve, you can choose, having this point at the midpoint, you can choose to put your marks maybe at an interval of 5, 5 each. I'm trying to say, at an interval maybe of 5, you put another point, that is O1, another point O2 at an interval of 5, O3, as you go that way. Since our length is, so class, having your point at O0 to be 6.81, you continue finding O1, that is finding maybe O1 to O10, we use this formula. O at x, that is can either be 1, 2, 3, r squared minus x squared minus r minus 0 naught. You will always remember this point. So when you are at point 1, you will use the same radius x, that is interval of 5. This is the interval. Minus 200 the radius, minus O0. You will cut maybe at the point. Here is your O1. Doing the same, but you change the value, your x to be. When you are at an interval of 10, your x will be 10. At an interval of 15, your x will be 15. So this point will be O2. You continue that way until the final point to be O10. And eventually your curve will appear like this. The same way you did at this point from O to point O to A is the same you will do from point O to C. And your curve will join automatically. That is the formula you will use when calculating such questions. My colleague to continue from there.
I'm Oliver, and we want to refute our lesson of today. Class, what have you learned today? I want everyone of you to stand up and then you tell me what you have learned today as you sit down. Yes, Naftali, what have you learned today?
I've learned about the tangent length.
Yes, next.
Curve length.
Nice. What have you learned?
Angle deflection.
That's good. And here we have your assignments. Go ahead and do it over when you have your free time. That is 2 points BA and CA intersect at point A, 240 meters. Change and and then calculate the necessary data for setting a circular given a radius 150 meters and deflection angle of 25 degrees. Find offsets from the long chord. This assignment will be submitted in the next lesson. Thank you for your cooperation and have a nice time.